Welcome back to the Big and Little Crochet blog, and this week we're doing hexagon number 19, the Pink Petal hex, and we've got the River Rose and the Petrol Blue, and I'm going to start off with the Petrol and we're going to make a magic circle. Remember those? So if you haven't done it before, you wrap the yarn around your finger. I've got the short end facing towards me and wrap it away so it crosses over at the top of my finger. Then I'm going to put the hook through the loop, pull it through. Now I'm going to extricate my finger. It's a bit sticky. I just put hand cream on, so now I'm all sticking to the yarn. There we are. And then a little slip stitch to hold it firm. Now that's the ring that you work into, and when you want to make it smaller you can pull on this short end. So into that I'm going to do 2 chains, so that first slip stitch can count as 1, and then I'm going to do 11 double crochet into the ring. So that's the double crochet, UK terminology of course, is what they call a single crochet in America, and there's no yarn over before, just that one in the middle. So do 11 of those into the ring. So I've done my 11 double crochet, and now if you lose count, you count the little V shapes on the edge, and then I'm going to pull the short end to close up the ring and join with a slip stitch to the first chain that you did. Can't find that. Here we go. Let's go in there. As long as you join it to a ring, it doesn't matter really which bit you go into. Now we're going to be working into those stitches, and we're doing trebles. So I'm going to start off with a 3 chain, which is the standing chain for a treble, but then I'm going to do one more because each treble has a gap between it. So yarn over and into the next stitch and do a treble in there, and then 1 chain and then a treble into the next stitch. So do that all the way around. So then you'll have 12 little spokes to your wheel. And when you've done 12 of those, you do your last chain and then join with a slip stitch to the 3rd of the chains that you did at the beginning, the standing chain. There we are. And then I'm going to fasten off the blue because we're going to join the pink. So that's what it should look like at this stage. So joining to any of those 1 chain spaces there, I'm going to join the slip knot there in my pink, the rose yarn, and pull that through. And in this round we're going to be doing double treble clusters. So we start off with a 4 chain, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's for a double treble. And then I'm going to do a 2 double treble cluster. So a double treble has 2 yarn overs. Pull the yarn through and through 2, 2 and 2 again. But then you don't do that last bit. So hold there because we're doing clusters. So just through the first 1, 2, and then hold. And then I'm going to yarn over and through all of those, so it makes that nice long petal shape. And then in between each of those there's a 3 chain gap, and then we'll do a 4 treble cluster into the next space. So I've done 2 yarn overs and then 1, 2, and then you hold off doing the last bit. 1, 2, 1, 2, and then so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 loops on the hook, then yarn over and through all of them. Oh, and I've got a knot, so sort that one out. Now 3 chain and then do the whole thing again. So one of those little pretty petals into each of the gaps all the way around. So this is what it looks like at the end of that third round, and I've done 3 chain. Now I'm going to find the top of the first chain that we did here, or the top of that first cluster, and make a slip stitch into there and fasten off. And now I'm going to join the river blue, it's the mid blue, so I'm going to make a slip knot and join that to any of these spaces, because it's still a circle at the moment, so it doesn't matter where you go, and join that on there. Now in this round we're going to be doing trebles, so I'm going to do 3 chain and then 2 trebles into this space, and then 3 in the next one as well. And then in the next space we're going to have 3 trebles and 3 chain, and then another 3 trebles, so the next one's the corner. 3 chain, and then into the same space again, so that's where the shaping comes. So in one it has 3 trebles, and in the next one 2 lots of 3 trebles with a 3 chain in the middle. So you repeat that all the way around. So this is what it looks like so far, and we're just going to do the last lot of 3 chains and join with a slip stitch to the top of that first standing chain. And again we're going to fasten that off, and now we're going to rejoin the petrol blue. Now we can join it to any of the corner spaces, and we're going to be doing some double crochet. So I'm going to join here, and we start off with 2 chains and a double crochet. Okay, in that space, and now I'm going to do 1 double crochet in each of the stitches along the side, and there should be 9, one at the top of each of those trebles from the row below. And I'm binding in the end at the back there, so it'll just be 1 less end to sew in. And when we get to the corner, I'm going to do 2 double crochet and then 1 chain and another 2 double crochet, 1, 2, and then the same again, not forgetting that your first stitch is right at the top of this one up here. So 9 down the side and then 2, 1, 2 in the corners. There, looking good. So here we are, and I'm just going to do 1 last chain. So I've done 2 doubles in that last space, and then join with a slip stitch to the 2 chain that you did at the beginning, and fasten that off, Then at the back here we can, that's worked in, so we can just snip that one off, and I've sewn in some of the others, so just one left to do. So that is hexagon number 19 done.